Purpose is critical to large organizations in particular because oftentimes organizations span across different product categories, regions, industries, and it's difficult to develop a corporate positioning that sort of serves companies and their needs at the product level effectively. Purpose is sort of a reason for being. It's why you do what you do. And it motivates people across the entire organizational spectrum. So whether you work in a consumer business, you work in a B2B business, the idea of why you do what you do is just as compelling in any one of those categories. And it's also powerful from a motivational standpoint for people who don't just work directly with the customer, directly with the product, but people who are back office, people who actually drive sort of the finance and the operational side. And so one of the reasons why we think purpose is critical for large corporations is the fact that it has that ability to be a big tent. It gives organizations sort of a wider aperture to be able to see sort of the role they play in the world. And it tends to be very liberating for product groups to be able to do the things that they need to do specifically and link that back up to a bigger story for why they exist. What are the three pillars of a good purpose? It's what is it that you do better than anybody else in the world? What is your sort of your moral imperative or sort of, you're striving to accomplish something? And the last is how you make money, right? That first one, which is what do you do better than anybody else in the world and how do you make money, tend to be those points where you can really differentiate and sort of talk in a more credible way. And I think that when a lot of people look at oftentimes a purpose statement, people don't understand how important word choice is in our business. It matters a lot. And that ability to choose the right turn of phrase, the right word, and the right moment helps to be able to capture those three pillars. And so when we talk to clients about the role that a tagline plays as far as expressing their brand and their purpose, we advise them that the tagline should be more part and parcel with thinking about campaigns and things that oftentimes have a shorter lifespan versus a purpose which sort of sits in the background and kind of becomes the foundation for what might be multiple verbal expressions through a tagline. A lot of clients ask us that. A lot of B2B clients in particular ask us that because they tend to have less consumer-driven advertising and marketing. But I would say that it isn't necessarily a requirement to actually sort of pair those two. I think that you reserve the right to use a tagline as a strategic communications tool in a little bit more of a tactical way than you would with a purpose statement, which is really meant to motivate inside the organization.